Minute.
On time. That no, can't do that. Oh, I might want to set this down now.
What's up, folks? Welcome to Foreign and Domestic. It is good to be here. Good to see everyone out there. Jamie, start us off right if you would, brother.
Oh, Lord. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Alan, what's going on, brother?
Oh man, good news. I got a new pet this week. Um, it's it's cute. She's she's small and cute. Um, but what I'm going to end up having to do is go over here to the YouTube side and see what YouTube says. Is the participants out there? People popping in. Good to see. Good to see. Um, except they're deciding to be slow in my general age here, and my eyes are terrible. Nevertheless, Burnaby Sanchez and Edward Petty, Kingpin out there knocking on the first front door. Kyle, Lakeview Outdoors, the Tactical Fud, Ashley A. We got the illustrious Rich White. Yeah, we people just popping in. Good to see everybody popping in. It's a good week. Gonna have a nice chat, and yeah, look forward to hearing about how much we have raised for Lakeview Outdoors Wife.
Yep, we'll get to that here in just a little bit. Daniel, what's going on, man?
Oh, just not too much, just living. Shot a couple more competitions since I last talked to you or been on a chat. Got some things going on here. And yes, I know I haven't made any videos, but right now things are happening. Okay. And I'll reveal them in videos later on after the things are done and it's ready to rock and roll. I could share a couple things with you, like a new ammo manufacturing opening up right here on my road, 2 miles from my house. And they do Cerakoting. They'll make whatever. They're making me some major power factor ammo just so I can test it out. And it seems like a bunch of cool guys. You got a gun shop in there too. So now I've got two gun stores within a 10-mile radius, and one of them it's 2 miles from my house. So nothing much happening here.
Well, heck yeah, man. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Jamie, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Hanging in there, brother.
I'm working on this video for. I got this. I know you guys have seen Professor Pugh videos all over YouTube, but I'm fixing to add one more, so we'll see how it stacks up against Edge Red and all this other stuff. Well, I'm going to include some of the stuff that I do not use anymore. So
Well, so do you got a bottle of it there, Jamie? What's it look like?
I'm excited in one sense. This is the first time I've ever been asked by a product manufacturer to do a review of their product, but it looks like that.
This imagery not brought to you by Professional View.
Professor Pugh CLP supposed to be one step, and it is a Bravo Belt Focus made in USA. So that's one thing I'm excited about. Please don't make me read the instructions.
Well, at least he's got facial hair, so 3 out of 4 and the product has facial hair in this chat tonight.
Right, man. Look at that. That's quite the mane. So Professor Pugh
Yeah,
is
so I'm jealous of a guy on a CLP bottle. Yep, I am. Under mass duress and much resistance, I had to eliminate the facial hair due to having to wear a gas mask, um, and hopefully having to wear that mask will keep me alive at night instead of me struggling for my life every minute of my sleep. So we'll find out.
You've
No,
joined
as
that
of so far, you're
CPAC
still
party.
here, so that's a good thing.
Oh no, I am on the BiPAP machine. So my doctor was just like, man, you're not even taking in oxygen. you're and I'm so they rate uh an episode when you do a sleep study. They rate an episode um of anything from 25 to 30 is borderline severe. And in my sleep study, my number was 65. Um, so, yeah, 65 times a minute on average, I had a breathing episode. So I literally struggle for my life every time I go to sleep. So hopefully this will take care of that. And uh, yeah, sorry, Burnaby, no way in hell. Mm-mm. No, I may not have like the sexiest eyebrows on YouTube, but I'm gonna keep what eyebrows I do have.
that would be Mario.
Battle
The
Bean
man,
has
the
a link,
myth, the
so we'll
legend
see
with
if
the
he shows up.
sexiest eyebrows on YouTube.
I don't know. I'm asking. Not really equipped to rate such things.
I'm looking at Jamie, and he looks like he's got the smallest eyebrows on YouTube.
There's a reason for that, Daniel.
You shaved him once?
Well, if it wasn't for Jason's glasses, you could tell that he's got like his are drawn on. They're not real.
Oh.
When I was a young teenager, a stove blew up on me and singed mine completely off, and that's what grew back. So,
Okay.
and I really wanted to say that on YouTube. Thanks, Daniel.
Hey, all right. I'll tell you what I had my eyebrows and mustache fried off. It was on the aircraft carrier Ranger, and we was out there doing a workup. And I had a brand new young plane captain who was hooked onto my belt loop. Well, this is after the first couple times he's hooked on my belt loop, following me around how to get around the flight deck. And now the third day, I'm basically a hold of his belt loop and I'm following him. That way I can pull him out of the way and stuff. But I thought he was safe and good and everything. And all of a sudden he darts right behind an F-14 that was turning up at the engines so he could turn the plane. And I knocked him out of the way and stuff like that. And I don't, if you ever could imagine how loud an aircraft flight deck is, well, I'm on the deck and I'm just laying there with my head down like this, and the yellow shirt comes over, and I could read his lips and hear him clear as day go, "Hey, you a-hole, don't you know it's kind of hot down there?" It's like, no shit. I said, "Get that guy, get him inside. I'm going to kill him." And the kid popped for drugs.
Ah,
But it fried my eyebrows off, my mustache. all exposed hair. I had hair back then, and I mean, I was smelling like burnt hair for 2 days. So does that
I
make you feel
know that.
better, Jamie?
I know that feeling. Yeah. I I was surrounded with fire, and then I'm thinking, well, I'm okay. And I turn around behind me, and paper was on fire directly behind me. And then I went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror, and it was like,
Was you a teenager when this happened?
yeah, I was probably 13, 14 years old, 12, 13, somewhere around in there.
Didn't show up for school. It's like
It was summertime, praise the Lord.
Thorax. Yes, it is still in Bremerton. At least the last time I was there, I seen it. That's the first aircraft carrier I ever went on, and I did a deployment on that one. Took it. I'm a plank holder for the Ranger. Took the last ride.
Very cool. We got Christian out there. Congrats on the 3,000, brother. Good job. Alright, so a quick update as far as Lakeview and where we're at with Lakeview. So, we had another donation come in over the weekend that put us over the top for the Winchester rifle. So, as of right now, the plan is to give you guys another week or so to get your final donations in for the Winchester, and on the 25th we will have Lakeview join us. We will have Edward Petty join us on the Georgia Shooting Connection and give it away. And as of right now, total donations to this point, we are sitting at about 6250. So we're getting real close, guys, real close. I plan on trying to get Lakeview another check out this week, so later this week I'll get him another check in the mail.
Also, if I may be so bold, Bald and Curious put out a video today with an update on the status of the Kimber 10 millimeter 1911. So go watch that video and make some donations to Val.
Yeah, you guys get over there. He's only had 2 entries so far. So, you guys get over there and see what we can do. Yeah, Hillbilly, I'm not looking forward to it, brother.
Did we figure out exactly what a hard seltzer is?
I don't know, dude. Some kind of
Well,
sparkly. I don't know.
It's a it's just a carbonated, fruity thing with alcohol in it.
it's got to be like Perrier water with flavored vodka.
But nasty
Yeah.
tasting stuff.
Well, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
so
know.
like really disgusting vodka, like brown label, just vodka.
They're not using Absolute or none of the top shelf stuff, huh?
No. Basically, they take the label off the bottle of paint thinner and just relabel it vodka.
My daughter left like a 6 pack or whatever of those things here in my garage, and I've got some fencing T-post on my gun range. I took those and some duct tape, and I just alternated them going right up the T-post, and I used it for a poor man's dueling tree. And yes, I got a video on it. I just haven't posted it.
Okay, what in the hell is Zima?
Oh man, Zima. Zima was, and they still do make Zima. They sell it in Japan. It sells still really well. But did you honestly say what the hell is Zima? Zima was all the rage back in the day. It was basically like a wine cooler on steroids, without. Yeah, it's bad.
Well, he's got three now, Hillbilly. A clear malt liquor beverage.
Yeah, it's. Um, I dare say, um, about sort of like Mad Dog 2020. I mean, it's not good, but it's not terrible. But they
Okay,
were they
I've
were
heard of Mad
flavored
Dog 2020.
enough.
I've never
They were
drank it,
flavored
but I've
enough
heard
to
of it.
where chicks would drink it, and so it was easy to get them get get chicks hammered on Zima.
Yeah, but
And I
do they throw up? Do they end up throwing up like they do on Mad Dog 2020?
not as quickly, but you have that little tiny window in there of
Timing in life is everything.
Jamie, are you feeling corrupted?
I
Bringing
am,
back
man.
memories.
Alcoholic 7 Up. Oh my goodness.
It sounds absolutely fucking disgusting.
I never drank Mad Dog 2020 because I've seen too many of my friends that drank it and they could never stop at half a bottle. They would just slam down the whole bottle.
yeah, it'll knock your dick in the dirt. But I mean, it's there's worse things like Night Train or Brass Monkey. Just gross.
There's Ron Wayne. What's going on, buddy? Fuzz, why not need a pipe wrench to go vote?
Oh, this is a leak. Well, hey, I voted even though we lost on issue one.
Yeah, I think they got what they wanted there. There wasn't enough people that went out and voted. That was the problem. If you looked at the numbers, there was barely anyone went out. Because they did that on purpose. They kept it covered up to where people didn't even know there was really one going on.
Yeah. Every time they want to raise school taxes here, that's what they do. They have it in this off cycle. No one's interested in the vote or nothing. And it might pass by 19 votes countywide. They should outlaw that stuff.
Yep, no, I got my vote in too, man. Yep. No.
And Razor JB, hello, bro.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid packet and a half a gallon of Night Train. Uh-huh.
Okay, what the hell is Night Train?
It's probably the cheap stuff when people had a hairy buffalo party. Everybody would buy it to pull in because it was the cheapest stuff. Oh, Scotsman, you don't. Does Scotsman even know what a hairy buffalo party is? Jamie, you know what a hairy buffalo party is.
No.
A big old galvanized wash tub. You put a couple bags of ice in it, and everybody is to bring a bottle. And that's the only rule there is: a bottle of some type of alcohol, but no beer. But you have Mad Dog 2020, whatever night train. Somebody bring. I mean, the real splurgers would bring a bottle of Jack, and they just fill that tub up, and that's what everyone was drinking that night.
Not me, man.
Hey, after the fifth glass, it's all good.
Yeah, I got a feeling after the second one it was all good. That's not good.
Night Train was what Axl Rose was singing about in Guns N' Roses. I'm on the night train. With gross, absolutely
Yeah.
horrible. I don't remember if that stuff was considered a malt liquor or if that was like a malt wine. I don't even know what it was.
So Ozzy, uh, I about that. I feel sorry for people that don't drink when they wake up in the morning. That's the best they're going to feel all day. The best I'm going to feel all day is after that second cup of coffee. I know it. I mean, seriously. So I wake up in the morning and I feel like, golly, I don't want to get up. Let me just go back to bed. I'm gonna beat this alarm clock half to death, but I force myself to get up and feel like, yeah, all I want to do is go back to bed. And then I have that first cup of coffee and I'm like, hey man, it ain't so bad being up. And then after that second cup of coffee, it's like, watch out, world, here I come.
Before that IPA, whatever beer that Scotsman's like all foo foo for, what's the worst beer you ever tasted or ever had?
Falstaff.
Alan, you're muted.
No,
Still
really
muted.
hard to say. That one's really hard to say for me. My dad used to get every year for Christmas beers from around the world. And there was always one beer in that box. The first thing you do is pull that thing out and hand it to my brother and I, because it was nasty, absolutely nasty. It was a Japanese beer, and it had the consistency of like corn oil, maybe corn syrup. You literally poured it into a spoon. It's like Caro's syrup. And that one bottle would get my brother and I drunk for like 3 days straight.
So it wasn't that bad.
But
Scotsman.
it tasted like Epicat. It was terrible.
Oh, man, we're getting some good responses to that question. Good one.
Scotsman.
I don't remember what the hell it was called, but it was on a work trip. We were across the border in England, and where we were staying, it was some kind of English cream ale. I don't know. I don't remember what the hell it was called, but it was disgusting.
The most disgusting beer I ever had was Billy beer. I think you can actually still go around and find 5 out of 6 beers that are still in the plastic rings because there was only one of them that was opened.
No, that stuff was great for your transmission, but that's about it.
So what is the side chat coming up with as far as whatever beers? Anything? Worst beers? Milwaukee's best.
Yeah, they got sued for false advertising because that's not good beer at all.
Yeah, the city council of Milwaukee sued the crap out of him. Billy Beer was pretty awful. I saw somebody else agreed with me. Falstaff, Keystone. Um,
Can't say I've heard of
Steve's
Buckhorn.
Steve's Woodworking and Homestead Dixie. I remember Dixie and what's the one from Texas, Lone Star? Dixie's from New Orleans. Two Live Moo agreed with me with Falstaff. New York Outcast has a controversial answer in Guinness.
Oh, Guinness? That's not a bad beer. He just has no taste.
Guinness is okay to a certain degree, but here's the deal with Guinness. It depends how you had it. If you went to a bar and had it, and they didn't clean their pipes, it's going to be disgusting. And the old trick to Guinness is if you go to a bar and there's less than 6 people drinking Guinness, don't drink Guinness. More than likely, they don't clean the pipes.
Because that just messes with the taste. There's one bar that I would drink it at, and we'd drop the crab pots off in Puget Sound. We'd shoot across the bay to Coopville, go into Toby's. We get a Toby burger and onion rings or fries, whatever, and we each get a Guinness. And yes, it had the Shamrock in it because the bartender knew how to do it. That was good beer.
You guys are awesome, man. Thorzak said he's had Lone Star, and it's as good as long as it's on ice. So yeah, I was disappointed when I first drank Dixie way back in the early '80s.
Oh crap! What was that beer my girlfriend's brother showed? I sent him out with some money to go bring a keg back for the party, and he came back with this stuff. Nobody drank it. That was back in the '80s. This one beer it was yeah.
There was one we used to get because it was so cheap. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it was called Schaefer.
No.
Anybody ever? Yeah. It was like 3.5%. You could drink a case and you couldn't drink it fast enough to get any good out of it. Carling Black Label was a cheap, good beer. Somebody already said said they didn't like. That was their this MCK Little Kings back in the '80s. I don't remember Little Kings.
I
Little
remember
Kings.
Little Kings. I remember Little Kings, but the one that I was my cheap beer back in the day was also in a green bottle, but it wasn't Heineken. Had a picture of a stinging bee on it. Anybody know the name of it? So I just had it on the top of my head, and then you said Little Kings, and I went, oh yeah, Little Kings. I remember that shit. But yeah, I can't remember the name of that beer to save my life now. Had a picture of a stinging bee on it, and I have it now. Mickey's.
Mickey's.
I've heard of Mickey's.
It's a malt beer, but it was really bad. Especially they had little barrels with big mouths on them, and so you could just drop those things down your throat. Yep, Mickey's Big Mouths is right.
Just shotgun them right down. Rolling Rock, I remember Rolling Rock, and I was going to bring up Old English 800, but Thorzak's beat me to it.
I got kicked out of more bowling alleys because of Little Kings. I could never remember because the waitress would always grab it out of my hand and said, "We don't sell Little Kings here."
Hams, Gizzard Gary brought up hams, and he said something about Falstaff. We had a nickname for Falstaff that I can't repeat. So
Okay, Jamie, did you shoot IDPA yet?
no, it was today. It was yesterday, and I forgot, and I was busy. So I had a Sunday school teachers training thing at church, so I went to that, and then when I got home, I remembered, wow, man, that gone.
Oh,
Yeah, but I remember Falstaff and slits in Old English 800 was just
slits.
intolerable.
Slits. That's we used to call it.
Yeah,
Not slits. Yeah.
Strohs. I remember Strohs too.
Alan, are we going to get you on the tour to go shoot some shoots? You're muted.
Um, yeah, I don't know about all that. There's not much in the way of competition out my way. I just I've been having some other issues as of late. I just lost access to my pistol range, so now I'm looking for an alternative place to shoot other than the state range because, well, you can't really do any kind of drills on the state range. It's stand in one spot and shoot and listen to the buzzers go off. And yeah, there's only so much a guy can do there.
Fuzzy, Old Dutch. That's what my girlfriend's brother showed up, a keg of Old Dutch. I think he took my money and bought some pot with it.
Hillbilly says, "What about that white can that just said beer on it? Generic beer. Y'all remember that? I know you do."
It was better than Billy beer. It was better than Old Dutch.
Gary said that was made by Falstaff. So I wonder what happened to all of these old beer companies. I'm
Same thing that's
assuming
happening to Bud Light.
I'm assuming they all got gobbled up by the bigger companies like Anheuser Busch and Miller.
Kingpin, I don't think it has mayo in it, brother.
I feel you though, man. I hate
I'm
mayonnaise.
not a mayo fan either, so I don't think it's got that in it.
I hate mayonnaise too, brother. I got you on that one.
You got to put mayonnaise on your burger. Come on.
Well, there you go. Hipparchus said that's about right.
I'll tell you what, though, next year I'm going to definitely got to have Scotsman out at shooting at some of these competitions next year.
Yeah, we'll definitely shoot something, man.
Because I'll check these guys out once they open up at the beginning of next month, and definitely get you and Chris over there. Check them out.
There's there's some cowboy action shooting out this way too, so I'm gonna see about some of that.
Oh, okay. So I'm pushing the competition sports guys. So I did it this year, and I'm slow. I have bad wheels, but hey, two of the classifiers I almost just this far from making B class, and I'm old and I'm slow.
Well, calling the Bald Kid, I should be B class forever. So
Hey, I learned there's no instant gratification in this game. It doesn't matter how much you're out there shooting holes in paper. You got to, I mean, just start thinking about all these different dynamics.
So what you got to do to make B class?
Uh, uh, go fast, don't suck. You just got to just start out uh, learning. I mean, for making sure you're not running past targets and not engaging them, because that's a big penalty. Be able to hit the paper. Well, okay, I didn't have that problem, but also they'll start you over here sometimes on a barrel with your mags out and your guns laying down there, picking it up, and then go over and get in the shooting box before you start shooting. Yeah, that could get you a whole lot of penalties real quick, and you're done before you realize that you done shot half the course.
and then you can get lucky and get a reshoot, and then still do the same mistake.
Oh no, I only did it half as bad because after I shot the left side, I said crap, and I got in the box and shot the right side, and then went down there and finished up. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But it's the it adds. You get the timer on there and the buzzer, and then going through it adds more stress into your shooting. But then once you get that past that, you go through and then you start working on how can I get through this and shoot it the fastest. Because now you're being used to that stress, so it's just little stages to overcome. Be able to overcome the stress factor first, and then just go through, not worry about time, just engaging all the targets. And after you got that down, now it's just working up to speed it up to get through it as quick as you can. It's it's levels. The first couple comps I shot at, I mean, I was shooting D class. I tell you, I sucked. I sucked bad. But then it's like, okay, started working through this and I shot this classifier, and two of them I just like point 0.4 and a point 0.2 for making B class in two of the stages, but all the rest of them were, well, not the rest, but the majority was high C class, way up past the midpoint, about half a point from making B, but it was just like there. And then my body ran out of gas, and the second half of the whole thing, I just, my times got worse because didn't have the endurance yet.
You'll get there, man. You're doing awesome.
But it's fun now. So, yeah. And when I go out here in the backyard and shoot, I'm setting stuff up, and I got some ideas on what I want to have set up there for next year. I want to make some walls and just start being able to. Right now, I'm doing a lot of strong hand shooting, weak hand shooting with mag changes, and you start out freestyle, go do a mag change, do strong hand, then the next set you go out there freestyle, mag change, and then shoot support hand. But if I can, I mean, just boom. When you guys do it the first couple times, you might get pissed off or frustrated because in your mind you're, hey, I'm a lot better than this. And yes, you are, but you're now adding and do dynamics to it. And then after that first two or three matches, you go there, everything starts coming together, and you really start flowing.
So that one range that CB posted that closed down, is that the one you're talking about, or is there another one?
No, my range.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been there, and that's the one that I was building on and everything else. I'm not. I done shut it down. I ain't building there no more.
Oh, the range you made?
Yeah, yeah. It was and it the range itself is in a lot of my early videos, and I started actually building it into a range. I cut my backstop all out. I've been stacking railroad ties. I haven't done anything for a little while because of some other miscellaneous politics with family. Um, and today I started getting more politics, and I'm like, forget it. I'm not doing it no more.
Feel for you, man.
That sucks, man. No, I saw CB posted a state range had closed down too.
Yeah, I don't know about what state range he might be talking about. The state range right here, just outside of my town, is just fine. Matter of fact, that's where I went yesterday. Um, Ran about a 150, 357 through the 686. Um, did a little bit of work with the 365 because I did some work on it, and also had to dismount the optic to replace the batteries. So needed to make sure that that was all dialed in and everything else. And the new pet got a full the first 100 rounds through it. So that was real good, real good. I did have one of the ROs come over and ask me at one point, like, well, what kind of ammo are you running here? I'm like, well, the 9 millimeter is all stuff that I rolled my own. Um, the the 44 mag is just Blazer 44 mag, and he was like, well, something was smoking like all get out. Like, yeah, that was a bunch of 357 that I was getting rid of, because it's worth more in brass than it is in ammo. But it's what is the stuff called, HGK? It's some cowboy load, and it's extra smoky, I think on purpose. It's like super ridiculously smoky stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
I know what you're talking about. I think it's like it's not it's not HSM, it's something else. But I know what you're talking about. They can get pretty smoky.
yeah, it must be on purpose because I don't think anybody would actually design a round to be that damn smoky, other than design the round to be that smoky. So,
Huh.
but yeah, the new pet is a. I wish I could show everybody. I really wish. It's stupid that we can't YouTube. You're probably trying to take away our rights to even talk anyway. But
Can
yeah, the
you
new
can you
pet is a snake.
can
It
you
is
prop
a.
it up somewhere and then move the camera?
Well, I could, but not really close enough to really. Yeah, yeah. I guess I could. Hang on.
While he's doing that, there was a certain YouTuber that often shows up on these chats. It was giving me a bunch of crap because he said the powder I was using causes so much smoke and everything. And when Alan was talking about the smoke thing, I was watching one of his videos where he's outdoors at a competition, and between doing 2 rounds there and doing 2 rounds there, the whole front of him, everything in front was blacked out and smoke. And I'm just going, mm-hmm.
So, is it true that they quit making Trail Boss?
I haven't seen anything yet. As far as I know, it's still. I mean, I've still seen it available. I don't know if they stopped making it though.
I've heard they're quit making it.
I heard that too. I haven't seen anything concrete though.
So guess who has a pound of it that will never, ever, ever use it?
Well, I got 4 pounds of it, and I haven't used it yet because I'm waiting to see to make sure if they're still making it or not.
So I should probably give it to Kyle. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't want to go through all the trouble of making a load up for it and then not being able to get it.
Well, you got 4 pounds. You can shoot it till it's gone.
Oh, and I will. I'll figure something out. I'm gonna end up doing it in 45 Colt, so we'll see what we come up with.
Thorzak's got some trail boss.
Where is the echo coming from? I'm not hearing any echo. Are you guys?
I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, I got the 45 Colt set up. I just gotta figure out what load I want to put in it and do some trial with it.
I'm trying to resist, but I don't think I can. Eventually, I'm going to have a 45 Colt.
You got you, man. It's a great round.
Are you going to get that in the pistol and the Marlin?
I don't know. I just want a lever action 44 right now. Ooh.
Yeah, they had one of those, but in 357 and wood grips at the fin. I didn't
Look at
buy
that
it.
pretty thing.
Would that have been the Python or the Anaconda?
I don't know, one of those two. It was 6-inch, 357, and it had the wood grips. It was,
That would
yeah,
be the
because
Python.
they did a
Yeah.
special. I mean, they had one all year.
Yeah, this is the Anaconda 44 mag, and in this particular lighting and everything else, you can't see why I got a little over $300 extra off of this thing, because this is actually considered a blemish. But in this, you can't even hardly see it. There is one itty bitty nick right behind the cylinder release here, but yeah, I'm not even sure if I could get the camera to even see that without dialing it down too much.
I seen it once when you were moving the seat. It's the light that's getting you.
Yeah, yeah. This one is the 6-inch. I was actually after the 8-inch one, but once I got to my shop, and they're like, "Hey, we got a 6-inch. We'll give you an incredible deal on." And actually, we've got a couple of different ones. You can look at them. And I looked at a couple of different ones, and yeah, retail being $14.99, I walked out the door for $12.97. So not a bad deal, and an absolutely phenomenal shooter. Phenomenal. This thing shoots better than I can. Everybody's saying I gotta send it to Jason to polish it out, man. I mean, I don't. He must do. I must not have caught everything that he's done. But that little nick, yeah, I don't know. I very well might. She's pretty shiny as it is. If anything, I might send him my 686. It needs a little love.
And I'm glad you got it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is an absolutely phenomenal gun. And of course, it's just going to get better with the more I shoot it. Uh, I'm digging the trigger on it, completely digging the trigger on it. I know a lot of people don't have a good thing with these black rubber grips. I mean, yeah, okay, it's stamped Colt. Um, I don't know. I kind of like it in this, but I kind of don't. You know, I would have to find the. I think I would have to find the right grips to replace it with, because it fits. They believe it or not, the finger grips fit my hand really, really well. There is a little too much meat right in here on the grip for me. Um, I wish that this was just a little thinner, but other than that, I don't mind this. The undercut here is nearly as bad as I anticipated, because like 686s have a little less of a cut there, um, and most Smiths do. But she's an absolute gorgeous machine, and was plucking 100 yards like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah, she's a beauty, man. She needs some wood grips though. I'm not a rubber grip fan.
Maybe through Colt's Custom Shop or something.
There's a
Wait a
few
minute, isn't
places we
Colt?
can look and see.
Yeah, isn't Colt owned by CZ now? Very beautiful pistol, marvelous.
Yeah, you need. I don't know though. This is in a man-sized caliber, Daniel. I don't know if you'd be able to shoot this thing.
Hey, I've got more than 9 millimeter. Trust me, but I'm not going to shoot 22. And 9 millimeter is the cheapest bullets that I can make and get all the shooting in that I want. I had a 44 Magnum and in a pistol, and I reloaded for it, but I couldn't shoot it as cheaply as I could the 9 millimeter. Are you going to go out and shoot 200 to 300 rounds a day with that, minimum 3 times a week? I don't think so.
No, no. I mean, the price for factory loads on this is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Uh,
and to reload it is a lot cheaper, but still the components, the bullets. Once you got the brass, you got the brass. Unless you're a caster like Jamie, who can cast all of his 44 Magnum.
You can too,
Yeah,
but you know what? It takes time and it takes effort.
I do that with my 9 mil. So I learned all the things, the casting, and I got the stuff to cast. I cast up a whole bunch of bullets and 4x300 blackout, so I know I can do it if I need it. I've got all the components there when I need it. Okay, but I mean that's the war reserve pile.
Speaking of which, I got some 44 mag uh, bullets cast up that I got a powder coat. Plus, I got to do an unboxing video because CW sent me some some bullets I need to powder coat as well. So yeah.
Yeah, Jamie, CW was saying he hasn't, Trail Boss hasn't been made since 2020.
Bald the Builder's here. Bald, what's up with all that smoke from your gun on that video you put up last week? You were in the
It's
outdoor range.
it's the camera. The camera in the glasses is super exposed, and you can't adjust it. And when it's into the sun, it looks about 100 times worse than it actually is.
I seen that, and I remember when you gave me crap for my gun making smoke, and it's like I seen that, and it's like, oh my god.
No, because when you watch it from the GoPro angle, it's not as bad. It's just from the your point of view, and when the sun hits, and there's no way to adjust exposure on the camera on the glasses, and it's just it is what it is.
You made me laugh. Thank you.
I'm
I
glad
thought
I
you made
could.
me feel good.
I'm glad I could entertain you.
Yeah.
I laugh every time I see your face.
Hey, at least you see down here my name, C Class Trash Daniel. Okay, I put it out there. It's there. I classified C.
I'm a B class forever. On my way home from the match, shot another B class classifier today.
I will be a B class next year, if not higher. I might peak out because I don't have the wheels anymore, but the rest of the stuff, it's come together now.
All right, good luck.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk these guys into going there and shooting some competitions because the dynamics it adds. But
Under
First-
pressure.
You know what? I have fun, and I look for the better competitions like the one I shot today. It's almost 3 hours from my house, but it's less than an hour from my sister's house. So I actually left Friday night. I spent the weekend at my sister's house. I went out. I shot the match this morning. I came back. I had dinner, and now I'm driving back home. So I kind of made a weekend out of it. I got a lot more. I got a lot of fun at these local matches, and now I'm at the point where I'm looking for the matches that I have a lot more competition. Like I could have shot at the club that's 40 minutes from my house today, but it's first of all it's in New York State, so it's all 10 rounds, and there's no competition over there. There's one or two guys I can compete against. That's about it. So we go to bigger matches like this in a free state, and like this was a 6 stages, but it was kind of a lot more demanding. You know, the matches, the stages were a lot more demanding, makes you think, and that kind of shows the true colors of the shooter. Plus, there was a lot more. There was a lot of open shooters you compete against, and there was a lot of A and Masters and even Grandmasters.
in the scoring, I've seen a lot of B class guys stomp A class and Masters just consistently. I mean, it just makes me think: are these guys sandbagging on the classifiers? Are they just people that made Master way back when, and they're just now, on their down slopes?
Well, it's like when you look at me. You know, last time I won the freaking match, I beat the A class shooters. I beat the Master. You know, it don't mean shit. I simply cannot shoot the classifier. I either pace myself too slow, or I go balls to the walls and screw it up. I can't find a happy medium. So it's just one of those things. I think it's a lot harder to get from a B to A class than it is getting from A class to make it master. That's just my opinion.
I don't know. I'm not there yet, so. I just look at it this way. I get to shoot with Chris, and I'm gunning for him now to beat him. And what I'm really doing is this one guy called Keith is a friend, a friend of Chris's, and I think he made A class, but every stage he consistently beats me by 5 seconds. The closest I came to getting with him, I was 3.5 seconds behind him.
Well, that's the key to becoming a better shooter is consistency. It's like if you have one stage that you do awesome and then 4 stages that you do mediocre, You know what I'm saying? The whole key is being consistent, especially on the local matches when you only shoot 5, 6 stages. When you get to the major match and you're shooting 12, 14 stages and you screw up 1 or 2 stages, it's not the end of the world. You know, you can still come ahead because even the top shooters are gonna have a bad stage. But on the local level, you screw up a stage. Like last week, I won the match on Saturday and I screwed it all up on Sunday. Very first stage, I had 2 mics, FTSA. I forgot the target completely. I just skipped it somehow in the walkthrough, and that kind of put a dent in my whole match.
Was it a target on your left?
Yes. Very, very,
Don't know
very,
what
very
you're talking about.
very first stage, and it was like, and I messed it up because during the walkthrough I thought I'm gonna engage it from a different position, and it was a different target. So it was just my mistake, and that kind of threw me off for the entire match. And then the classifier again, I shot high B class, but only a B class. And until you start, until you implement the dry fire into your thing, the problem is the season for us Northerners is too short. Like if you're down south and you get to shoot all year round, you can make up for it with just shooting matches. But up here, you really only got, we usually start in April if it's a good year. If not, then we don't start till May. And last match is usually in October. Rarely we have a match in November. So you don't get, we don't have that much. And then usually in the summer, you lose a couple of matches because you go on a vacation or something. So.
Well, I don't mind. I mean, this month here is the last month that I'm going to shoot any matches because deer season is going to be kicking in. So that's what I'm. It's like each season has for me. It's going to have its own thing.
All right. So, Paul, we're just over halfway through. For those that haven't seen your update video on the 1911, you want to let people know what's going on?
Yeah, I want to let you know, you cheap ass sons of bitches, start sending your freaking money. Out of 7,000 subscribers, how the hell I don't have at least $5,000 by now? What the hell is going on? I had another guy send me like another $50. I mean, I'm only about all in all, I don't think we even made $1,000 so far, and that kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth because it's a good cause and it's a good price, and yeah, $50 is a lot of money, but it's not what it used to be. And considering for $50 you can win a really nice gun and you get 1 in 200 chance to win it, I kind of like them odds. And then this motherfucker in front of me should use the blinker.
Are you speeding
yeah.
right now?
No, I'm not. I'm in the right lane, but the moron just cut me off. Anyway, so I started the Give Send Go campaign because that's supposed to be a little more legit. I sent the link to the video to a couple of bigger channels, and hopefully they can do something, post something. Honest Outlaw did a post on the Facebook about it, at least. I'm waiting for the Johnny B and Humble Marksman and KB32 to do something, to help promote it. So one of the reasons why I did the Give Send Go is for the people that don't know me, this way they don't think it's a scam. And I put the timeline now to put a crunch on it because now we only really have realistically 6 weeks to get into it. So I would really like to raise at least a couple of grand, if nothing else, because so far it's been kind of pathetic. I mean, I also understand it's a summer, a lot of people are on a vacation and yada, yada, yada. But again, $50 doesn't even fill up my truck halfway. So, we, between the whole recession and everything, money is not what it used to be.
All right.
So open up your wallets, people.
I hate to make excuses and all, but yeah, Anaconda. Yeah.
All right, Alan, you want to go through the side chat, man? We're just over halfway.
Not. Beans hot. Everybody's out there having a good time talking to everybody this evening. And man, oh man, has it been great out there in the side chat. Good to have everybody. According to the YouTube participants list, it is completely blank. No way. Yeah, it is completely blank. Apparently, YouTube does not want me to be able to read this list off to you, other than we got Thorzak's out there, Ozzy Osbourne, M. Gabriel, Lakeview Outdoors, got the Kingpin out there. I never know how to say this. Hippocratic, I don't know. Hillbilly, the Gary Gizzy, the Gizzard Gary, not the Gary Gizzy. What the hell? Firearms 101, chessboard, the Rich White, the Tactical FUD, and so many more. Oh, the YouTube auditor, eat a bowl of dicks.
Jack Nabbit.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching.
So all of you in the side chat, I expect the big donations tonight. Scotsman, if you can, put a link to the last video, or maybe put a link to the Give Send Go campaign in the chat. I'm driving.
Yeah, let me pull that up and
It's
I'll grab it.
it's in the description of the last video.
All right, I'll pull it up.
So when's the last time you checked your Cash App, Val?
A couple hours ago, to be honest, I got an email. I got $50 on Venmo from somebody, and I've been driving since, so I haven't really done it.
Make sure you get my entry in.
You got it. I'm making a list of all the people that donated, and I'm putting their names in the first original video. So everybody donates. Go check that video. Make sure your name's in there. If in any case it's not, give it a few days, and if it's still not there, just let me know, and I'll look into it. I'm trying to be transparent with this as much as I can, and I do the same thing when I send the money to Lakeview Outdoors. Last time I sent him the list of the people that donated as well.
I sent you a donation earlier today when I saw your video.
Oh, okay. I don't think I get. I know Venmo sends me email notification. I don't think Cash App does. So yeah, you're right. I gotta check that.
Yeah, it was Cash App.
Okay. I'll definitely check it out and update the video. And hopefully I won't get pulled over because the cops over here, and I'm not supposed to be on this road with this truck. You guys got parkways where you are?
Oh man.
We have something called parkways over here, and you're not supposed to take commercial vehicle on the parkway. And commercial vehicle is basically anything that has commercial plates. And my truck's a 1-ton, no, it's a 3500 Ram, and it does have a commercial plate. So I'm not supposed to be here, but rule of thumb is if you only have to go one exit, they'll let you slide, and that's pretty much all I gotta do.
And that's how my buddy got nailed in New York. That's exactly how they nailed him, and then they got him because he had that gun in the car.
Well, it says right there on the entry, no commercial vehicles. So,
Yeah.
you'll be surprised how many times I see a freaking tractor trailer over here on this parkway. And this parkway's got a bunch of low bridges, so definitely tractor trailer is not making it under the bridge.
This is the 3500 hauling a dozer on a trailer.
It had to be a small dozer.
Yeah, small dozer on a gooseneck.
Wow, you definitely can't take the trailer on the parkway. And there's another one. Holy crap, they're in the full swing tonight. It's got to be full moon. I'm safe.
For you, man. They're hunting for you.
I'm good. I just got off.
All right, later, Rich. Thanks, buddy. So I will have a video coming out this week, I did get a package in the mail from Milster Mike to add some stuff to the giveaway as well, and he also sent me and Daniel a little gift. So you guys will get a good laugh out of that one.
Are you just going to make a video and open that thing, or was you going to? What it's going to be something when you come down?
I can maybe try and see about coming down and do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can just do it there, but he told me that something's there, and I have no idea what it is. So I've been
We could do something
waiting
like
for
that,
this
yeah.
video.
Yeah,
I've been
do
waiting for
something
this
like that.
video to come out.
Yeah, I could do something like that.
Yeah, but people don't
It's,
send me nothing.
Unique.
Okay. Oh, it's some unique.
It's pretty funny, but people will get a kick out of it.
I hope it ain't skinny jeans because I ain't wearing them.
It's worse than skinny jeans. You won't wear this either.
You're getting leggings. You're getting leggings, Daniel.
Some yoga pants. It says tasty. I'll make a video with that.
Well, you are a seaman, so it does surprise me.
I can still kick your butt.
In
I don't
what?
even have to cheat. Huh? And what? Crap, we got it on video on how many everything I've kicked your butt on.
Oh, you can't kick my butt in your dreams. That's about it.
Let's see here. I tell you what, that's something you actually have a chance of kicking my butt on, and we can do it in 2 different states, and each one will be set up the same way on a classifier. Just set up a classifier stage and shoot it.
I can
video.
definitely kick your butt in that.
But
I
there
got
you
nothing
say
to
you
prove.
definitely have a chance, huh?
I got
I
nothing
swing
to
up,
prove.
brother.
Yeah, but I know you have to because
You're breaking up. We didn't catch that last time. Part.
you have to swing up. That's the only way you can go.
The only time I've ever been beat is by people shorter than me. So you got to watch out for short people. Oh, and he left. I scared him off. Sorry about that, Scott, but I chased your guest away. Jamie, you're muted.
I know I'm muted. I said you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Hey,
He probably had a bad area.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Met Bald on how tall he is? If he had hair on his head, he could double as a Sasquatch. I think you get him and Chris from the 740 together. Yeah, I mean there's a comparison right there. Big. No, we didn't lose Allen. I just seen his finger on the side.
Yeah, Mark's met him too. I saw that. What's going on, Mark?
Hey, Mark. I have met Chris.
Steve's out there. He donated. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you, buddy. So I got all the slings from Mark Thomas mounted up here the other day, so we'll get another video out and show you guys that. look pretty dang good. I just gotta get them adjusted. Gotta put some bullets in the bolt loops and then adjust them to where I want it.
Yeah, only way to do that is get out and carry it.
Right. Yep. So we'll get that done. And then I do have something pretty cool. It's at the PO box. I gotta go pick it up. But the reason Midas is on the beginning of the picture for the chat, you guys will see. Hopefully, get done this week. The Midas dedication rifle. So you guys will see that hopefully this week. But I got something pretty cool to put it on. So should be pretty badass.
I'm not going to say what I think it is, but I do the kind of guns that he'd like to shoot.
Oh crap!
I should have sent Alan. I should have sent you Scotsman's high school senior picture too, because you know how to do that.
Okay, so yes, Night Train is a wine, just like a wine as like Cisco and Mad Dog 2020, the ever illustrious Thunderbird, um, which is really great for debluing guns. Um, the Wild Irish Rose, Scotsman, I believe that you would just love this. No, you'd hate it. You'd absolutely hate it. Um, the the ripple, um, yeah, that will make you ripple on the ground like an earthworm. And then the ever illustrious Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill. Um, this has gotten more chicks in the 80s and early 90s pregnant than Viagra um, will ever do. The ever illustrious Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill. Yep.
That looks absolutely freaking disgusting.
When you really want to be passed out in the middle of the street with your ass up, Thunderbird.
Bot.
Oh yeah, that ripple was absolutely, and it it would make you look like an earthworm on the ground. Um, it's just terrible stuff, absolutely horrible, but very economical. Basically, I think what they do is they take all of the toilet wine and stuff that they make in prisons and just like turn that in and bottle it up, and they make ripple out of that.
Yeah, it does not sound good whatsoever. pass on that
What's
for sure.
what's even better is if nobody talks and you turn your volume all the way up, you literally hear crickets because Daniel's outside.
I thought I'd be quiet for a while because I think I've been talking too much.
You already ran Bow off.
Hey,
Either
I got to
that or
get
he
some
got
kind of.
pulled over. Either that or he got pulled over and didn't think it'd be wise to be on a live stream. I
That
would
would
have
be
let him
funny.
talk personally, but
Hey,
No,
I got to
officer,
get
not
some
on your
kind of
phone.
competition challenge going so to help promote his, you know, thing that he's doing here. It's marketing, people. People love conflicts, and I do my part. See, I
so what?
can't attack. I can't. I cannot attack Jamie. Jamie is a nice guy. Okay, you don't attack nice guys. Val is a bad guy. We all need a bad guy, and I am the smartass. Yeah, I said it.
Well, you see how he jumped on defending himself about the smoke and blaming the camera and the angle and the sunlight and
The moon, and the stars.
everything was just aligned just right. Yeah.
I just
Uh-huh.
hear it like a flock of wah wahs. Wah 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 wah. I'm hearing the echo now.
There's Miss Hotshot. There's Gene. What's going on, fellas?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe it was Thorzak's earlier that was talking about Gene's sponsored competition pistol, and boy howdy does that thing look absolutely phenomenal. Um, I don't know how much that muzzle brake is truly does for that particular pistol, but that thing is just sexy. Yet in the Instagram videos that I've seen him shooting, it did not appear to have sights on it. So I was really kind of curious what he was doing there. Um, if he was literally learning to point shoot that particular pistol, so he took the sights off, or what in the Sam's hell is going on?
It's Allen is causing the echo.
Well,
Well, I don't know if I'm
he's gonna
causing
put
my
a
own
dot
echo.
on that thing. So we'll see what dot he throws on there.
You see, the thing is I can just barely even hear Scotsman, so I have to turn my monitor way up, and so when anybody else speaks, it echoes.
Hey, get some Princess Leia phone, headphones. They'll work.
Yeah, I don't want to look like a dork.
Hey, I I have total security with my toxic masculinity that I don't even worry about looking like a dork.
There's
I'll
Gil
put
out
my
there. How's it
jorts
going, buddy?
on. Gil, eat some more targets, dude. Get back in business.
Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope the wife's doing good too.
I'm still shooting his targets. They're the only ones that didn't get destroyed. That's a good excuse for birth control.
Look who's talking, fool. It's you, man. You look like a sperm donor.
Hey,
You've done wrong.
yeah.
The sexiest eyebrows on YouTube. Mario Moses!
Yay, yay.
What's
What's
going on in
going on?
Commie 40?
Oh, it's being communist as always. Yeah. They're good at that stuff. Yeah. How's everything in the hacienda?
Here, everything's good. The neighbors are starting to shoot.
Yeah, I hear it.
La- Yeah, last night. Oh my gosh! I mean, this guy. I don't know if he had an AK or whatever AR, but he went through a few $1,000s worth of ammo.
Man,
I'm not kidding. Mag dump after mag dump.
hey, nothing wrong with that, man. It's all good, baby. It is all good.
And then when it got dark, he went through a few $1,000s worth of fireworks.
What? Really? But don't you hate those people that didn't get the memo in freaking July?
Hey, I are one of them people.
No, yeah, you're the time that I hate the most because I really don't like fireworks.
My dogs don't. They got up there, start barking. They were barking all night. But I took 2 melatonin and I slept like a baby.
Oh well, I guess.
Yeah. Your neighbors piss you off, either get drunk or take a couple 10 milligrams of melatonin. You'll sleep.
All right, so I threw the link
Mm,
out there for Battle Beans podcast, and
oh my
Battle
god,
Bean,
totally.
you want to talk about that a little bit?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, guys. For all you guys that haven't had a chance to check out previous shows, I talked about starting a podcast. It's a veterans podcast where the purpose of it is really just to get some stories from veterans. I've been going through so many of funerals of some of my brothers, and you hear from their loved ones or like guys that serve with them about the stuff that they did, and their loved ones never knew anything about it. So I kind of want to use this platform just to kind of give those folks a voice, because sometimes I think when they hear from the actual person themselves, they have a better perspective of the sacrifices that a lot of our men and women do on an everyday basis. And also, I wanted to make the podcast one because I still think there's a lot of veterans that don't take advantage of their benefits. So I think maybe by putting something out there, they're able to understand what their benefits are, and what else is out there for them. So I've been getting some good feedback from guys that I've known for a couple of years. So hopefully this week we'll get our first interviewee, and we'll talk a little bit about his experiences and stuff like that. So if you guys know of any combat vets that are interested in being part of the podcast, please let me know. Send them my way, um, and we'll go from there. I definitely just want to uh, have another platform for them. Pretty much, that's what I'm trying to do.
Heck yeah, man, it's awesome.
But I also just don't want everybody to think that this is just for veterans itself. In all honesty, there's a lot of folks out there that are always been interested about what veterans do or what they've accomplished or whatever the case may be. So it's not just for veterans itself; it's for everybody to come and enjoy, check out something. We will try to keep it as clean as possible, but you're asking a bunch of veterans to not say four-letter words, and that's a tough thing, man. So, but so I mean, we'll try to keep it as clean as possible, but it's a little tough. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we're working on. I already did 2 episodes, so if you guys could please check them out. Um, and you guys should be seeing another episode hopefully by the end of the next week.
I hit that link Scotsman put up. Is that the Mighty Oaks Legacy Program?
Oh yeah, actually, I talk about when I attended the Mighty Oaks Legacy Program. It's actually a residential course for combat vets and first responders. And it was really good, man, because I got to meet people from different backgrounds, to include law enforcement. We had an undersheriff, which is like a 2 star on the on his collar, from a previous. I think he's from. I don't remember which state he was from, but he was telling us about his ordeals and the stuff that he was going through. And we had actually a California Highway Patrolman, and he kind of talked a little bit about his ordeal. He actually had to, use his gun to defend himself, and kind of affected him a lot. He had a hard time with it, so he was able to do that. I had a sheriff from Florida who had been through some different ordeals. As you guys know, Florida's also got some serious issues when it comes to certain people. And I had two guys that were former sheriff's deputies with Maricopa County in Arizona. That's over there, Joe Arpaio's old district or old department. So, and of course, we had different veterans from Afghanistan, Iraq. We had a couple guys from Desert Storm. We had a couple from Vietnam, and so it was just a good mix of different people and different experiences, and being able to kind of share those kind of things was really good, and it helped me a lot. That's for sure. I definitely uh, you know became a better person for it. I could tell you that much. Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
what you're doing, Mario. I think one thing that a lot of us civilian types lose track of that when a family member is serving in the military, it's not just him; it's the whole family, and it's
Oh,
particularly
absolutely. Yes.
particularly when they're deployed.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. That's definitely one of the things that they definitely, that's one thing I do. I'm very thankful for my family and the support system that I got, because if not, I would have been not been able to do my 23 years of service, man, because it was tough on them. It was tough on me, missing so many days, and gone from missing a lot of their lives was very tough. And it's something that sometimes a lot of people don't stop to think about. um and and I really like the program, the Mighty Oaks legacy program. It's actually a Christian based program. It's really interesting, because I kind of had lost a little hope when it comes to everything in life, and it kind of gave me that Christian perspective into how things are. And I little by little been, you know, um, having a relationship with God, because I think it's important. One of the things they did give me was this really cool Bible. It's called the Warriors Bible, and one of the things that I really like about this Bible in itself is that it kind of breaks it down to you in the military aspect of things. It's pretty interesting. I like it in definitely a different way of me of looking at the Bible. I think one of the things that, at least for me, is that I really was not really in touch with a lot of that stuff, because I kind of didn't really understand a lot of the stuff in the Bible, man. And having Bible study and learning from other folks that are pretty good in religious studies, it definitely helps. So yeah, really interesting.
Hey, Mario, good man. I am so glad that you're walking down that path, and you probably discovering right now that it's making you so much stronger and be able to set your mind straight on what's really important and how to just handle situations. And it's like I tell young folks, the sooner you get into it, the less turmoil and problems and hassles that you're going to have in life. It just,
Yeah, and honestly, man, to be honest with you, I'm very thankful for that aspect of me, because At least I'm thankful that I was able to find this program. I was able to, touch, talk to other people that just have different perspective in lives. And it really opened up um, those aspects to me, and I just feel like it's what the hell. You look like you got a retainer on you, dude. What the hell, man?
Well, he had to because he's, look at him real close, Mario.
Look at
Is
this
something
guy.
missing? Is there something missing here?
You got no teeth?
Keep looking.
Um.
It's very obvious. Something's missing,
Oh yeah,
Mario.
you ain't got no damn hair on your. You ain't got no beard. Yeah, you're looking. Who? Okay, so how'd you lose your beard? That's what I want to know. You're muted, buddy. Muted.
It just wasn't there. It
Oh.
ran away. It ran away.
Okay. So did
I
you lose
guess
a
I
bet?
wasn't taking good enough care of it,
Oh.
and no, I've been put onto a BiPAP sleep machine. Um, so
Oh, congratulations, man.
so essentially, I have to wear a full face mask, and I
Oh,
fought it and fought it and
why?
fought it,
Why are you wearing a
but
full face mask, bro? I wear the nasal thing, and it works for me.
because I'm a mouth breather.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I if somebody put tape over my mouth, I'd die. I can't hardly
Interesting.
breathe through my nose at all. Um, I mean,
Mm.
I was a little wild in the '80s, but I didn't think I was that wild. Um,
Alrighty then. No, actually, you know what? I think that's a great thing, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna sleep so much better. It's gonna take some time to get used to it. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I know that sometimes CPAP is not for everybody.
well,
Uh,
and I've run a CPAP machine before.
okay.
Matter of fact, one of our brothers actually even kicked me down the machine
Mm.
because at the time I wasn't going to be able to afford what they were asking for it.
Yeah, they're stupid expensive, man. They really
It's
are.
redonkulous,
Yes.
and so brother kicked me down. I was using a CPAP that wasn't even set up for me for the longest time, and
Oh.
the machine just got tired, and so
Mm.
I stopped wearing it, and so now, yeah, now it's not a CPAP, it's a BiPAP, and
BiPAP.
so yeah, I have to have oxygen now. So
No, man, that's a good thing, bro. I'll be honest with you, man. You're gonna sleep so much better. I think it really is good for your health, man. It's some people like it, some people don't. I mean, obviously the ones that don't like it, you can get the operation to have something placed on your chest, and then you got to press a button and opens up your airway or whatever the hell that is.
yeah, that to me sounds a little crazy. A subcutaneous valve that
Right.
is operated via a wireless device. I don't.
I don't even understand how that won't affect you if you go through the airport or some shit like that. I don't know.
Well, and with the medical field that I was in, I've dealt with people that had like subcutaneous morphine pumps and so forth, and oh, it sounds absolutely horrible.
No,
So
man. Yeah, the no, I mean that's good that you're getting that, man, and I hope that you continue using it because it's I really feel like it's gonna help you a lot tremendously. I mean, it does for me, man. I mean, I have my good days and I have my bad days as well, but for the most part, I have really good days, and I'm able to concentrate better just by getting some uninterrupted sleep, man. The only time other than having the CPAP with me, the only time I ever slept good was when I was in the field. That was the only because I was so tired that you just I was good sleep, man. But it's been a while, so so I had to find a way to get through it. But I just think it's beneficial for you. It's definitely going to help you. So I know it's tough letting go of your beard. I know one of those things for you. Plus you have that really because you have that good Scandinavian bloodline, bro. Because I mean that thing it just comes in waves, bro. It just
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that
He's
was.
not.
I mean, the that was one of the biggest things for me. Getting rid of the facial hair. I really did not want to do. As you can see, it hit a lot of ugly. And I
yeah, but at least you'll
absolutely
sleep.
hate shaving my face. I don't
Yeah.
know who made shaving your face a thing, but
Hmm. Well,
it's terrible.
I would probably say
Absolutely
started with the
horrible.
military. I think the military is probably the corporate of that stuff.
Shaving for the mask and everything we got to use this chemical environment. But Alan, did I hear your Scandinavian background? You're not
No,
Scottish?
no, actually, um, I do have some Scottish in my blood. I do. Um, my lineage was traced all the way back to Viking, though. So I am partially Icelandic.
Oh
Okay.
damn! All right, mate. Hey, don't piss him off and throw a spear at you, bro.
They used axes.
Oh, hey, still, man, that's even
Yeah.
worse, man. You didn't see the Patriot? Let me throw that shit out. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was a hatchet. These axes are like as big as your head. They're bigger than your eyebrows.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. They're probably deadly. Yes.
Almost as sharp, but bigger.
Yeah.
Yes.
The bite pipe is better. Yeah. No, it's I I didn't like the full face thing. I don't know, man. It was really hard for me to get comfortable wearing that shit because I thought, honestly, it reminded me, and Daniel knows what I'm talking about. It reminded me of wearing a freaking gas mask all the fucking time, and I wore it for so many times, doing all the training and then doing all this. So it was something that I just found very restrictive for me. So
Yeah.
when
Very very restrictive and yeah. I'm not going to say it doesn't bring back bad ideas. It's I don't like necessarily wearing it. Do I have a mask and the shit hits the fan box? Yeah, I do. But MEPS, no. I don't like mop gear. I just don't. Uh,
oh yeah, trust me, man. There's times I have to wear that thing for like freaking 6 hours. Oh my god, dude. I came out as like I had charcoal all over my freaking arms. I was just fucking nasty. Oh man, that's probably one of the worst training I ever had, bro. It's fucking
I
horrible.
I still have some that's still in the plastic downstairs in the basement. Because
You
I
are
mean,
weird.
hey, I was the CBR instructor for our command for like
Oh,
two
you
different
were.
command.
Okay.
Yes, it's like, oh yeah, he's a safety survivalist kind of guy and stuff. Let's make him the instructor. Yeah,
Yeah, man. But no, man. I commend you for using the CPAP, man. I think it's a good thing, man. And I know it's kind of a pain in the butt, but I'm telling you, in the long run, it's just gonna pay off for you, buddy.
yeah, yeah. With my previous experience with it, yeah, it's going to change a lot of stuff. I might actually be almost nice to people. Ugh.
so Mario,
I
Probably,
know
you're
that's asking a lot.
I'm asking too much of a CPAP
Yeah.
machine.
Mario. On a side note, okay, you were in the army. You used to have to use the mop gear. You were in the army. That's all I got to say. So, how long did you last playing football in mop gear?
I think I lasted 4 hours before I freaking passed out, man. I was like,
Oh,
it
you was
wore me
able to
out.
play. You was able to play football for 4 hours before you
Yeah,
passed out.
yeah. In Kuwait,
Yeah.
out of all places, in Kuwait.
Was it summer or winter?
It was summer, bro. I mean,
Hardcore. Yes.
dude. I mean,
120 degrees.
thank God for Australian showers, bro, because I needed one after that.
So James Pollard's got an interesting question there for you, Alan.
No, actually, I ran into one of the guys that worked for me at a restaurant last night, and he didn't recognize me at first. He's one of my semi-newer employees, and one, he had never seen me in a kilt, and so I'm wearing my kilt and that hat back there, and
And the shit
I,
show
I,
supervisor
I
shirt on or no?
yeah, actually, um, and um, I walked up and I've nicknamed the guy, and he's like, "How do you look older after you've gotten rid of your facial hair?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, cocksucker." Just
Wow.
uh,
A
yeah,
lot of love there.
a lot of love, a lot of love. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's not that bad of a dude. He
Yeah.
looks sort of like the Scotsman, but with hair on his head too.
Oh wow.
Um,
Oh man.
it,
So he's
it
like he's like the Chia Pet version of the Scotsman.
yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I absolutely
Can
hate
you imagine if they
shaving
made
my
a
damn
Chia Pet
face.
with the head of the Scotsman and shit? And you put like little fucking C's right here, and then you get fucking crazy and you make a mohawk on him right here. Like, oh fuck yeah, that'd be
That's
nice.
funny, man. I was gonna say the mohawk.
Yeah, mohawks and shit right there. You gotta look
If
militant like a motherfucker.
Scotsman had red hair, he'd look like Bob Ross.
I really wonder if AOK has a picture of you with the mohawk. Do you recall that in the back room? So I took a strip of black gorilla tape and put it on Scotsman's head like a mohawk.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. You are the bugs start killing you there, Daniel?
No, my laptop was about out of battery, so I had to come up here where the charger was.
Is it starting to get cold for you guys over there in the East Coast, Northeast yet, or is it still blazing hot?
It's still in the
Yeah,
80s.
it's still hot and humid.
We had all kinds of tornadoes and stuff come through yesterday because it built up. I don't know if I still have a camper or not.
Oh my god! Wow!
Tornado went right down through the campgrounds.
Oh wow!
It's insured, so whatever.
So CW sent me a one of his trail cam pictures, and it was at 5:38 a.m. Of course, CW does the 24 military type time. It was 59 degrees at 5:38 a.m. around here. It's probably about 75 degrees.
Oh, are you talking about in? Where's he live in Maine? Where's he live at?
He lives in the Northeast. He lives in New England.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. They get winter way before we do.
Hmm.
Yeah, Red October out there in Texas. I can bet that you know during the middle of the day out there, nobody's doing anything other than staying inside and adjusting the climate because damn, wouldn't want to be out there right in the middle of summer. Screw that business.
Yeah, the thing that gets you the most in Texas is the humidity. It's humid as hell over there. Yeah, that's one thing I don't miss about Texas. I miss everything else except that humidity. No bueno.
Yeah, New Texicans been sending me messages and let me know it's like 110, 120. You can keep that, man.
Yeah, yeah. We've actually had mild summers here because it's only been 102, 103, and most of the time it's like 116 in here. So not bad, I guess. It's a little better.
I'm sorry, my dog won't be quiet.
Give that doggy some love.
Yeah, man.
There's no bad dogs, only bad owners.
Oh, that's for sure. I totally agree with that one. Also, I think a couple of you guys been asking me, like, you guys want to see videos of Bruno swimming. So my daughter took some videos of Bruno swimming. So think I'm gonna post that. But this little dog is pretty incredible, man. You got him a little life jacket, and he just does his thing, man. I'm telling you.
Wait a
So
minute,
it's pretty.
you got a doggy life jacket.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do what we do here? Tie some fishing line onto their collar, and that way, if he gets tired, you can reel him back. But also, if a big catfish gets him, you got dinner too.
Man, you nasty.
What? It's saving the dog.
Save it.
Use spider wire. That way the line don't break, and
Oh
you get
my
your dog
god.
back and your
I was
dinner.
gonna say you gotta make sure you use the high tensile strength stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The braided line. The braided line is a lot
Braided
stronger.
line.
It's
What
a
the
lot
hell? Seems
stronger.
you guys are talking about like you guys done this before. It's kind of scary.
But
What the
trust
hell?
me, you can't do. You can only do it fresh water. Don't do it salt water. Okay?
Oh no, I can
Because
imagine.
those sharks, they'll bite right through that braided line.
All right. Thanks for the tip there, buddy.
I used to do it. Never mind.
Man, was just smacking his head like really.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's the Navy guys, man. I'm telling you. I don't know what they teach him over there in Great Lakes, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yes,
But
sir. Red October it is. It is up there because this coming week I'm going to show you guys the Midas dedication rifle. So you'll see that later this week.
yeah, man, I can't believe that crazy fucker's gone, man. Damn. But I do want to say something. I do want to thank a lot of the guys that are on the side chat. Obviously, you guys on the panel, but I'm truly humbled and blessed of the people that we do have in our community, man. Because I see what people are doing for Lakeview, and it's really good, man. It's really excellent, in most cases, a lot of us really don't know Lakeview that way, and it's not that it's a bad thing, but we see each other every day. It's kind of like you go into to a gathering or whatever, and you see each other once in a while. But people have stepped up tremendously, man, more than I would ever expect. And it's like I really I'm happy for all the people that are doing so much. Val and Garage Guy and oh my god, lost my train of thought. And all the other guys that are just putting in a lot into this pot and just trying to get this stuff squared away, man. It's amazing. So say thanks, guys. Appreciate that very much.
Yeah, you're 100% right, brother. I mean, it's it always amazes me every time, but everyone always steps up, and we are almost almost there, man. We're at 6250 right now, so pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe Val's giving away that 10 millimeter Kimber. I'm like, what?
Yep.
That's nice, man.
All right, let's get in that time. So I do got to go to work tonight. So, Daniel, what you got,
Wow.
brother?
Go ahead now.
All right. Well, I got some things going on here. I know I'm not making too many videos right now, but here in about a month or so, I'll get back on the doing some videos. I've been saving a lot of video that I've taken throughout the summer, and then just. But I'm in a point right now. It's like it's taking action. It's actually doing stuff because I started this stuff out with like preppers that led me into homesteading, and then to right here with the guns like that. But now it's all come together, and it's like what I'm doing totally now because I don't think our really country's in a really strong place, and we're very fragile as a country right now. I mean, you folks that are still watching the news, you see it every day. Just disconnect that TV, don't get brainwashed, and just start taking care of the home and your family and protect yourself from what could happen. So that's pretty much where my mindset has been all summer. I've polished everything up to get all this stuff coming together. And I've kind of like put YouTube in the background of my life because I just really think something's coming up and going to be happening.
All right, appreciate you being here, man. Jamie, what you got, brother?
I got a yapping dog. Going to be doing a product review. My first one, Professor Pew CLP. Working on the second episode of the 308 series, and got to do an unboxing video because a lot of you guys have sent me some stuff, and I got to catch up. Check us out Friday nights at 8 o'clock on the Georgia Shooting Connection channel, and hope to see you over there. Scotsman, thanks for having me. Y'all remember to keep making those donations for Lakeview. Thanks for letting me hang out with you guys.
Appreciate you, brother. Always good seeing you. Battle Bean, what you got, man?
All right, guys. Appreciate the appreciate the invite in those late show. Um, uh, just want to let you guys know about my podcast, Veterans Point of View. You can find it on Spotify, Amazon Alexa. You can just tell Alexa and play it for you. And we're gonna get it on Google Podcasts and some of the other podcast platforms out there. But please check it out. Support the podcast and really making it just so I can give a voice to others. And appreciate the invite. That's all I got.
Well, and it just, if you got Alexa, don't ask Alexa when World War III is going to start. Just saying.
All right, appreciate you, man. Good chat out there. Good seeing everyone out there. Appreciate everybody. Like Jamie said, guys, keep getting those donations in. If you want in for the Winchester rifle, you only got a little bit of time left. We do plan on doing that on the 25th, so you got a little bit of time left to still get entered in that. Appreciate everyone out there. Allen, take us out right, brother.
Yes. Great chat. Absolutely great chat. Good to have all the staples in the chat. And Lakeview, thank you. Yes, I know I will. I absolutely will. I just recently lost my pistol range, so I probably won't be completing the series of videos on building that range. Yep, probably won't. Probably wasn't going to finish it anyway. But with that said, gotta remind you to keep them magazines loaded and one in the chamber.